When ADHD hyperfocus hits, it's like the rest of the world becomes blurry. It's like the only thing that matters is your special interest that you've just become obsessed with. Forget about the dishes, the laundry, the cleaning, anything that doesn't contribute towards your goal of achieving your hyperfocus target just falls into the background and becomes blurry. If you're new here, hi, I am neurodivergent mom. I have 2 kids. One is ADHD and autistic, just like me, and my husband is ADHD also. Welcome to our neurodivergent family. On this channel, we talk about being the best parent you can be, even with your ADHD, autism, depression, and anxiety. As you'll see in this video, sometimes your neurodivergence is actually a gift that helps you get more done, that actually helps you be a better parent, be a better producer. So it's about finding the hidden strengths, the hidden gifts in your neurodivergent traits. If that's something you're into, subscribe and join our community.
There are times where it's not only effortless, but it's almost not even a choice. Like, this is not only something that we can focus on, it's something that we will be focusing on until we're done, dead, or somebody else snaps us out of it.
About 2 weeks ago, hyperfocus hit me. Well, it was kind of like I got possessed by an idea and I became hyper-focused on it and I couldn't shake it off. It consumed me completely. It prioritized itself over every other task and role in my life. So all the little things I mentioned before, dishes, household, laundry, all that suffered, fell into the background. But today I'd just like to share with you the story of what happened to me when I got possessed. So last month I published a video about why every neurodivergent, every ADHD autistic person should have their own YouTube channel. And I'm so passionate about this topic, and I only realized that after making that video and seeing some of your reactions. Some of you took up that challenge, some of you are doing it, posting videos consistently, and I'm watching every single one. And if I'm not, just tag me so that it comes up on my feed and I can watch it, because I'm honestly seeing the benefit of you sharing your journey on my own life. Just to give you an example, Kimberly from the Neuro Circus has shared a couple of tips on her YouTube challenge journey that I went to my husband and I was like, we need to implement this tip in our house. And the tip was to create a quiet zone in the home where every member can go when they need to just remove themselves from stimulation. I had created that for myself. My kids sort of have that, they have access to that, they have their own rooms and so on, but my husband didn't really have that or hadn't made it for himself except for his office, his home office, and that's like, really, do you really want to go there to relax when you just finished work? No. So that's one example. Another example is Spooky Jay the Bard, and he started posting brand new content after a 5-year gap of him singing, and that really inspires me to post some of my own singing online, like maybe as an intro or outro to this channel itself, because why not? And it is fueling that fire even more. I want to see more of you have your own YouTube presence and share your journey, and you're going to see that it really has a ripple effect on your life, a really positive ripple effect on your life in terms of seeing yourself, self-reflection, self-care, like the time it takes to get ready for the camera. The 10 minutes I take to put on my makeup before each video, this is like the only time I get to put on makeup in the whole month. I'm a mom of 2 kids, and you can imagine, it's not really makeup every day kind of life that I'm living anymore. So that's this little self-care, these little things that you're going to experience when you have your own YouTube channel. Anyway, going off on this passion, I'll just share with you the story of what happened with my hyperfocus, obsession, takeover, possession. Okay, so 2 weeks ago, I stumbled upon this amazing YouTube channel by Ashley Paquin, and her content resonated with me so much. So I looked into her website, I followed the breadcrumbs, and I realized that she's launching a program online where she takes a group of people through a journey from like their old self to the new self. And this is really, I'm really in the thick of it right now. I'm really in this confusion phase right now. So her content just spoke directly to me. And I'm like, I want to be a part of this program. And I didn't have that kind of money just like lying around. So I decided, okay, I'm a family constellation therapist. I'm going to come up with an offer, a package. I'm going to put myself out there, and I'm actually going to try and like sell myself and my services to my community, to my mailing list, which I have already for my other business. And so I put together a launch, I put together a package, and I decided I'm going to launch it. If you guys have seen or experienced product launches online, then you know it's a very immersive experience. There's like multiple videos, multiple emails that need to go out. It all then leads in to like a sales page where you showcase the offer. And you know, there's a lot of moving pieces, there's a lot of parts to this launch. I decided to do it, and the deadline, so I decided on March 29th that I'm going to do it, and the deadline for like the early bird price on her program, on Ashley's program, was April 10th. So I gave myself literally 11 or 12 days to pull off a launch, put up the sales page, and make enough sales that I was able to afford paying for Ashley's program with my own money, like without taking money out of our family budget or whatever. And that became my pure obsession for the last 2 weeks. It took me over 100 working hours to pull this off. So you can imagine, I have 2 kids. One of them is ADHD and autistic. He's high needs. My other kid is also high needs. She's, under 3. Like, life didn't stop for me to do this, and I couldn't like outsource all the household stuff, all my regular stuff to somebody. So I somehow, with a lot of sleep deprivation, managed to put in over 100 hours of work into this project over 10-11 days and get this done. Now, of course, my health has suffered. I got sick, I caught a cold, and I'm still fighting that cold. Their house is a lot messier than it has been in a long time, but that's okay. I'm still somehow happy. I'm still somehow keeping my kids happy. I haven't had any blowouts or meltdowns because of the tiredness, and the reason is because my heart is so full of satisfaction from being able to work on my hyperfocus, like to be able to hyperfocus. This is so important for ADHD people. This is such a gift that we can give to the ADHD people in our lives, to allow them time and space to indulge in their hyperfocus. I'm so grateful to my lovely husband for giving me that space and for giving me that trust that the house will find its way back into shape somehow, which it already kind of has, and it will continue to, like that. I don't worry about that, because another thing with my ADHD autism is that whenever I let things go too long, so like whenever I just don't feel like doing the laundry and it piles up for a week, there will come a point where I will be so motivated to do that in one day I will accomplish a huge amount of laundry. Like a mountain of laundry will just get done, clean, folded, put away, all of that. It will just happen, and I don't even have to think about it, and I'll do it with kind of pleasure. Like, thank you Netflix for keeping me company during that, I don't know, cold and lonely experience of doing laundry. It gets done, and that's what I'm starting to appreciate in my whole ADHD experience. When I first realized that I'm ADHD, it was about 2.5 years ago. I became obsessed about getting on meds because I wanted to fix myself. I was like, no, I'm broken. I can't get simple things done. Dishes take forever. Laundry is just impossible. Like executive functioning things that you really need to be on top of as a stay-at-home person, because the amount of tasks. Oh, yeah. I don't want to get into that. It's a trigger. And I slowly started to realize that no, I have an internal regulating system, and it is like a 1 or 2 week cycle. It goes up and down, and there will be valleys when I'll let everything go because I just don't want to, I just don't feel like it, or I don't have the energy for it. But then I'll come into a peak when I'll be so high energy, all the things will just get done. The house will be super back in order and peaceful for all of us, all 4 members of our family. So I've accepted that. Like, I let it go for a few days, but then it comes together again for a few days, and it's a cycle, and it's okay. It's normal. Like, our house doesn't need to be perfect every single day of the week. It's okay. Giving myself this freedom, giving myself this acceptance to ebb and flow like nature does, gave me so much satisfaction, so much peace. Like, it brought me back to peace with myself, because I was no longer beating myself up. Oh, you suck, you can't even like do the dishes. Okay, I just went on like 5 tangents there. I'm going to do my best to edit this video as little as possible, so you're stuck with my tangents and my, is there another word for tangent and my diversions? But anyway, I want to talk to you about the thing that I was so hyper focused on, and I want to get your feedback. So the thing that I became so obsessed with and created is a 3-month program where I help people who want to help others actually do that. So as a family constellation therapist, over the past year, I have had a couple of clients who really want to help others, who want to be coaches or mentors or, counselors, but for some reason they're not actually doing it. So they're taking courses or they're investing with coaches themselves, business strategy, blah, 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 in order to do it, but they're not actually doing the thing. And I was like, why is that happening? I can't wait for you to shine. Like, I can't wait for you to also put yourself out there and attract clients and serve people, because you're telling me that that is actually what you want to do. So I created this program, and the program includes obviously family constellation to help look at the family loyalties and family patterns and a lot of subconscious and early childhood inherited beliefs or whatever that are holding you back, that might be in the way of you actually taking those steps and putting yourself in front of somebody and saying, look, I'm here, I have this experience, I have this expertise, and I want to help you. The program also includes the YouTube challenge, which I talked about last month, but with a twist. So this is where I will speak to you, we'll do a whole 1 hour kind of interview, and I'll find out what is your unique story, what is your target audience in a way, like who are you speaking to, who do you want to help? And with that in mind, and with my SEO knowledge in mind, I've worked in marketing for more than 12 years before I became a stay-at-home mom. Putting that expertise into practice, I'm going to craft a 21 questions for you or to answer on YouTube, because through that you're practicing being present, you're practicing camera presence, you're practicing speaking about your thing, and you're also creating content that's going to pull your people into your orbit. And another part of this that I'm super excited about is finding your purpose. I go through a whole exercise with you where we work on finding your purpose and really accepting that, taking that into our heart, giving it a place in our heart where it originally comes from anyway, so that it becomes a source of strength in moments where you doubt yourself. Okay, so if you're curious to see this for yourself, what this launch looks like, what the program is and how it's laid out, and just for curiosity's sake, put a blue heart in the comments below. As soon as it is ready, I will post the link on the comments here, and I'll also post a link in a future post so that you can experience it for yourself and see what comes out of an ADHD autistic woman's hyperfocus. The fact that I finished this whole thing in 10 days is just mind-blowing. Even if I was a full-time employee working for a company doing this is like a tall order. But somehow, thanks to my weird neurodivergence, it was possible. It was kind of easy. Coming back to why this kind of obsession possessed me in the first place, that program by Ashley, did I actually make enough money to pay for it? No, I didn't. I didn't make enough sales, but that's okay. I kind of went for it anyway. I'm doing the program and I'm super excited about that. If you haven't checked out my YouTube challenge yet, please do that right now, and I hope you'll tag me on all your content on YouTube so that I can see it, I can learn something from it, and I can cheer you on. I want to be your biggest cheerleader. So I'll see you on your channel.